And nice job by the DeSmet cheerleaders. Welcome to our second Football Friday. And tonight, everybody was playing, and it was busy. I'm Mark Ovenden. He is Zach Borg, and we've got quite a show for you tonight.
We certainly do. And as it has all season long, Football Fridays are brought to you by Frisbee's Plumbing and Heating. And we start our coverage with a dandy to open the season out at Howard Wood Field. That's where Brandon Green was.
And that's right, guys. It was a great matchup to kick off the 11 AAA season as Roosevelt hosted top-ranked Brandon Valley. And the Lynx, we know they're defending champs, and they're led by Thomas Skolton, but the Raiders have plenty of talent, too. It would be a scoreless game to start the first quarter, but Roosevelt finds some daylight, and that's Tyree Navi breaking through a couple of tackles to get the game's first score. They lead 7-0, but Skolton and company, they have an answer, a 60-yard bomb to Ty McCann. And we would go into halftime with the game tied at 7, but then in that second half, Roosevelt started to impose their will. I still don't know how Tyler Feldkamp caught this ball. He catches it between two defenders and then runs away from them all for the touchdown. Rough Riders lead 14-7. Now we're in the fourth. It's Navi again breaking through the line, scoring another touchdown. Roosevelt, they're starting to run away with it, and they get another score, another stop, and an insurance score as Dan and Bring finds Presley Johnson for the touchdown. They score 21 unanswered points in that second half and go on to win 28-13. And back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Brandon. It was number 3 against number 4 as Brookings hosted Huron in 11 AA. And watch Tanner Shepardson. He's going to make a lot out of a busted play. Picks up a big gainer down the sidelines for the Bobcats. Already up 16-0, and they would add to that. Carter Idom is going to drag defenders into the end zone. Bobcats leading 22-0. Still in the third. They'd get in the end zone again. This time it's Shepardson on the short pass to Parker Rikus for the touchdown. Bobcats up 30-0. Huron will try to get something going here as Cade McNeil looking for a receiver across the middle, but he's picked off by Kobe Bartles. He had 3 interceptions in the game. Your final 40-0. Brookings was your winner tonight.
The Harrisburg Tigers, now in 11 AAA, made the trip out west to start their season against Rapid City Central. First quarter, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Jack Teagan finds Jahai Rowert in the end zone. At this point, Tigers trailing, though, 8-7. 10 seconds left in the first. Teagan's going to air it out for Sam Christensen, and that's a good call because Christensen will answer it with a 35-yard touchdown catch. Great grab. It's 20-8. Moving ahead to the second quarter, Harrisburg deep in its own territory. Teagan going to go for that Rowert kid again. He's been great, and he was great tonight. He outraces everyone for an 86-yard touchdown. Welcome to 11 AAA Harrisburg.
Yeah, he's looking around. Is anyone going to tackle me? No,
yeah,
touchdown.
Nice new graphics there, by the way.
They win by 6. Brookings 40-0 tonight. Roosevelt 28-13. Washington in the third. That's the second game of a doubleheader, leading 22-0. How about O'Gorman and Stevens in a weather delay? Lincoln at Watertown 39-3. They win big. Yankton 49-0. Mitchell and Douglas play tomorrow. I thought Pierre played tomorrow, but apparently they played tonight. There's your final from our AP wire anyway, 25-16.
We'll have the Mitchell highlights tomorrow, by the way.
On to the Tea Area game where the defending 11A champs hosting Caden Burley and his Canton Seahawks. Caden's one of the best in the state, and he can't find anybody, so he just takes off. 20 yards down the sideline, setting up this 2-yard touchdown run by Isaac Dietzenbach. He's going to score to make it 7-0 in favor of the Seahawks. Now, Tea Area in the second quarter. Austin Lake rolls out and finds Garrett Colbeck, 18-yard gain, and that sets up this touchdown pass to Joe Walnofer. He is going to take it in for the touchdown, and T comes back to win. It was close. He reached out and scored. 21-14 your final.
Good job with some names. Those were tongue twisters. Third-ranked Madison hosting second-ranked Dakota Valley tonight, coming right in your living room. And quite a game this one. Madison trailing 7-0 on their opening drive when Tyler Tappy airs it out for Mikhail Dorr for the big gainer over the shoulder. That sets up Trey Smith. Get used to this. 3-yard touchdown run. We're all tied up at 7 after 1. Second quarter, this is not a replay. This is Trey Smith. His second touchdown, he ran for 4 in the game, and Madison's up 14-7. Dakota Valley did some run of their own, though, out of that famous wing set. Kobe June. Yeah, he's running like it's July, I don't know. 64 yards. Kind of lost my train of
like
thought
it's
there.
November.
Yeah, 14-13 at this point. They missed the point after. Just before half, how about Zion Robinson? He finds the promised land. His second touchdown run, 54 yards. 19-14 Dakota Valley at half, but it is Madison who comes from behind to win 28-26 in a classic.
Great game. Lots of black and orange at the field on this one, as we had Lennox and Del Rapids, both those teams with the same colors. This was a low-scoring ball game, 6-0 Lennox. In the fourth quarter, Colin Rentz finding Kobe Machen. That's a 12-yard gain, and then it's going to be, this is late in the game. We're talking like 30 seconds to go. Machen takes it in for the touchdown. They kick the extra point to go ahead 7-6. Lennox with one last shot. 5 seconds left. Arnold's pass incomplete. Del Rapids hangs on to win. This is an uncharacteristic score there. 7-6 your final. We did have more points.
A little more characteristic
here
maybe
for
for
this
the
game.
winter time. Yeah, the Cossacks of Sioux Valley are 5th in the 11B poll tonight, hosting Tri-Valley, and they get out to a quick start. Parker Putz going to find Lane Vanderwall deep down the sideline. That's good for a 43-yard gain. That sets up an 8-yard touchdown run from McCade Wrench. Only a few minutes gone by, and the Cossacks have a 6-0 lead. Sioux Valley gets the ball back, driving down to the goal line, and Putz going to go to his favorite target, Vanderwall, for the short touchdown. They're piling it on. It's 12-0. It looks like it's going to be all Sioux Valley in this one. Final minutes of the quarter.
It was all Sioux Valley in
Yeah,
this
for the
one.
first quarter anyway. Cossacks with the ball again, and this time it's Wrench. He's going to bust it over the line for a 50-yard gainer just short of the end zone. However, Sioux Valley does come back to punch it in. They cough it up, though. It's the big man, Layson Lucas, falling on the end zone.
Dream.
It was 20-0 at this point, but how about Tri-Valley? They rally for the win, 32-26. What a win for the Mustangs.
All right. Another great matchup to start the season, this time in Iowa, where West Sioux took on Boyden Hall, Rock Valley. Hunter Decker scrambles left, heaves it to the end zone, and Blake Van Balagoyan is there to make the touchdown reception. It's 7-0. But Boyden Hall, Rock Valley into their bag of tricks. Look at this, a double reverse pass, and the quarterback, Keaton Mosier, makes the catch. That goes for a nice big game and sets up this. Cody Noble takes the handoff, plunges over the goal line. Game is tied up at 7, and they are just getting started.
Remember, Boyden Hall, the only team that's beaten West Sioux in the last 3 years.
Well, they wouldn't beat him tonight. Deckers launches one downfield. Van Balagoyan again. Get this final score. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Actually 63-35 or 62-35, whichever. That is a wild one. How about the How about the Beef Bowl? How did that go?
One of our favorite rivalries in Larchwood, as it's West Lyon against Central Lyon. George Little Wildcats already have a touchdown when Gavin Lorenzen makes the big-time interception, and he's taking it all the way for the touchdown. And boy, West Lyon, they've kind of had the upper hand in this series the last few years. They're off to a great start, and they get the passing game going as well. The dump-off to Logan Meyer.
Pass.
Look at the cutback, 55 yards for the touchdown.
They don't usually pass.
Yeah, nope, they go 3. They're up 3 scores at this point. Actually, that's going to set up a keeper for Jalen Gramstad, who gets the short money touchdown as they go up 28-0. Then just before halftime, it's going to be Lorenzen again. This time he's going to go 70 yards on the pass. 35-0 at this point. And that would be how it finishes.
Jay Roosevelt traded in his flip phone for an iPhone, and he's passing the ball now. 35-0, West Lyon. What a great team they always have. Two teams coming off impressive wins last Friday met in Freeman tonight as the Pride hosting the Bulldogs of DeSmet, who dominated early. Great catch by Kalen Gary from Colt Wilkinson. 6-0 Bulldogs. And then it's going to be Gary with a great pick. And it's all DeSmet early. We saw them shut out Clark Willow Lake last Friday night, and suddenly on the direct snap to Alec Dobson, DeSmet's up 12-0, and the Pride are like, okay, so we need to settle down. That's what that signal meant.
I'm
settle
sure James
down.
Strang had some more choice words for
And then the Pride get fired up. Tice Ortman with a run around the left side, just about scores. Sets up older brother Trey with a sneaker. They also got the two-point conversion. That made it 12-8. And then final play of the half. Troy Ortman. If it worked once, it'll work again. Touchdown. They're down 12-0. Come all the way back to win 44-12. They had 2 pick sixes in the second half.
Breaking news, they're still good. The Cardinals of Del Rapids St. Mary also looking good. They started their season with 60 points last week. Tonight they host Castlewood in the second half. St. Mary's already up 24-7. Connor Libis credited with the fumble recovery right there. Cardinals are in business. Eli Longville, he looked great last week. He still looked great. Takes the handoff, does the rest all the way for a touchdown. Cardinals up 30-7 at this point. And they cruise. I think Del Rapids St. Mary's is for real this year, 44-27.
Again, that's one of my favorite venues for a game. Canistota Freeman, after being down 12-0, rallies to win. There's your West Sioux score. West Lyon, 35-zip. Congrats to Jay Rosenboom. Boy, he has never had a losing record in 27 years at West Lyon. Sioux Valley, Tri-Valley rallied to win that game. Del Rapids wins at 7-6. Madison 28-26 in a wild one. T area 21-14. Kimball White Lake and Britton Heckla both win tonight. Coleman Egan and Howard victorious, along with Potter County and Webster's for real. They beat Roncalli in that first game of the doubleheader tonight.
How about that game? ACDC.
50-0 Woolsey Washington, and ACDC beats Cologne 14-12. Corsica Stickney, another great game tonight. Bridgewater Emory Ethan 48-7 winner, a big winner tonight. Alcester Hudson by 2. Bonham 34-12, Chester 50-12. It was Custer beating West Central. Florence Henry over Dubrook. Garrettson wins 21-0. Gregory over Burke. Groton and Mobridge Pollock both win tonight. Sully Buttes and Byberg Hurley victorious, along with Parker, and Vermilion wins in overtime over Belfouche 42-41. And I am out of breath. This was a wild night.
I'll do some golf highlights.
And we got golf highlights coming up next too. Great news for Shannon Johnson. Nice job tonight. We'll be right back.